If you are anything like me, you are likely aware that it is crucial to be ready for any spontaneous events we may experience in our lives, be it a natural catastrophe causing destruction, unexpected job loss leaving us financially drained, or just because one wants extra savings for future uncertainties. Having a well-stocked pantry of non-perishable foods is a true lifesaver. Hello and welcome back to Fun Financial Insights, and today I'm eager to divulge my carefully selected list of 10 non-perishable food items every household should have in their storage room to be prepared for the unknown. So let's jump right into the matter and ensure your ability to face all eventualities head on. Kicking our list off with item number 1, water, the ultimate king. Water is the king in this hierarchy of survival must-haves. It's not just a commodity, it is an absolute lifeline for human beings. The interesting fact here is that while the body can sustain itself without food for 3 weeks, it lasts only 3 days without water. The importance of water in any emergency preparedness plan cannot be overstated. Properly storing water is a non-negotiable part of emergency readiness. Regardless of whether you decide on commercially bottled water or purchase a reliable water purifier, protecting a sufficient supply of clean and safe drinking water should be your utmost concern. Keep your storage cool, dark, and out of direct sunlight and other contaminants to make them potable over extended periods. Don't forget that in times of disaster, access to clean drinking water can be the difference between life and death. Item number 2, salt. Commonly regarded as a mere taste enhancer, becomes important in the context of survival planning. Salt goes beyond its culinary purposes and emerges as an exponential resource characterized by multiple attributes that make it more useful in sustainable ways. But not all salts are equal, especially when it comes to longevity and sustainability for longer storage. While iodized table salt is prevalent in homes, other options such as kosher salt or sea salt provide distinctive merits. These unmixed sorts have a long shelf life and bring stable taste to foods. Therefore, they are perfect for hoarding. However, effective preservation using salt depends on proper storage techniques. When placed in airtight containers free from moisture and environmental pollutants, salt can maintain its quality over extended periods. It is by following these basic laws of conservation that individuals strengthen their stocks against any forthcoming uncertainties, thus ensuring a constant supply of this essential mineral. Item number 3, honey. Often cherished only for its sweetness, becomes more than a gastronomic delight with copious amounts of health benefits as well as historical importance. With plentiful antioxidants and remarkable antibacterial abilities, honey can be said to be a fountain of youth that preserves both the flesh and the spirit. But it's not just taste pleasure. Honey epitomizes resilience and longevity. Amazingly, honey found in ancient Egypt pyramids has remained edible after thousands of years, which confirms its unique indestructibility. Nevertheless, this ability depends solely on how it is handled and stored carefully by covering it in airtight containers away from temperature fluctuations. This will ensure that honey remains unpolluted, hence maintaining the potential to nourish people perpetually. In addition to being a culinary treat, honey has transcended itself into the important features within traditional medicine and global cultural practices. There are countless medicinal properties of honey, such as soothing sore throats or enhancing wound healing, making it an eternal metaphor for nature's bounty. Item number 4, sugar. Amid fierce uncertainties, sugar stands out as an unwavering sign of familiarity and solace. It is the sweet allure that not only tickles the taste buds, but also forms a foundation for culinary practice and means of survival. Sugar's versatility goes beyond its usual role as a sweetener, from granulated to powdered. In food preservation, sugar acts as an artificial preservative, thereby increasing the shelf life of preserves like jams and jellies. When stored in airtight containers, sugar remains unchanged even after several years. It still retains its natural sweetness. This enduring reserve of energy becomes a source of hope when resources are scarce by providing comfort in difficult times. I hope you're enjoying the list so far, and if you are, take a moment and hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for new lists just like this one to help you on your financial journey. And with that, let's jump back into the list. Vinegar is next on our list, and despite all odds, it never fails as it comes out as a shoulder to lean on. For instance, vinegar has a high level of acidity that makes it an excellent preservative. Vinegar has proven its worth in times of need, whether used while pickling to impart crispy textures and tangy flavors into vegetables, or for disinfecting surfaces and keeping off pathogens. Over time and under optimal conditions such as cool and dark storage, vinegar remains potent enough for use in culinary experiments or maintaining cleanliness in the home. Moving on to number 6. Maple syrup, the sweet essence of nature resiliently bottled. That liquid heavenly food we pour over our waffles and pancakes, it is more than just a delicious delight. It's a superhero that rescues. Here is the scenario. You're going through hard times, but then you recall that there is some pure maple syrup stored away. No, this isn't merely any syrup. It's a taste of home, an explosion of sweetness and resilience in one bottle. However, there is something even more about the quality of maple syrup other than being good to taste. It never dies. Put this right inside airtight cans and it would stay fine forever. Therefore, whether as your morning oats glaze or sugar in your survival kit, maple syrup has always got your back regardless of what comes your way. And for item number 7, let's turn to the subject of dried beans, those unsung heroes of the pantry. Although they appear basic, believe me, they are packed with nourishing ingredients that will keep you going during hard times. But here's the thing. Dried beans can be stored for years if properly kept. Put them in an airtight container, and you have yourself a sustainable food source that will carry you through a whole lot. Dried beans have always got your back. It's a hearty, chili, or comforting soup or flavorful salad. They're not just staples in the pantry. They're nutritional powerhouses meant to keep us going when we are physically weak and wishful of eating something good. Therefore, ensure you buy some dried beans next time while on your essential shopping spree. They are more than beans, but rather stipulations for healthy meals and peace of mind during difficult moments. And along those lines, let's move on to item 8, which is dried pasta, which is famous for being versatile and inexpensive, becomes essential in any well-prepared emergency food supply. Dried pasta has become a favorite in homes because throughout the world, it allows one to prepare their meals from scratch, whether it's a comforting spaghetti supper or a hasty ramen noodle lunch. Dried pasta stored properly in airtight containers remains fresh and good as new until you decide to cook it. This durability guarantees that even when everything else might be uncertain, there will always be something to fall back on. Fluctuations in food prices can have significant effects on family budgets, particularly during this unprecedented economic climate. By storing dried pasta stocks, one reduces the impact of inflation on their budget and ensures that regardless of market conditions, there are affordable options for meals. Besides, having dried pasta on hand gives one a sense of comfort and assurance that they have made preparations in case something unexpected happens. It might be sudden job loss, natural disaster, or disruption in a supply chain. When a well-stocked pantry contains versatile staples, such as dried pasta, you can face all these with great confidence. So, take proactive steps to protect the welfare of your family by including dried pasta on your emergency food supplies today. This way, you will be better positioned to handle whatever uncertainties the future holds while ensuring that you will always have a comforting and nutritious meal close by. Number 9 is rolled oats. Widely regarded as a superfood, come with numerous health rewards and are very useful in cooking. They contain lots of fiber, protein, and essential nutrients which make them an ideal dietary supplement. Eat them as filling breakfast options, bake or include them raw into savory dishes. Rolled oats keep energy levels high during the day. When it comes to emergency preparedness options, rolled oats stand out as one of the reliable sources that last for longer periods without going bad. Their low moisture content and stable composition make it possible to store them for a long duration inside sealed containers. To ensure you never run out of food when it is most needed, the rolled oats should be stored in a cool and dry place where they can stay fresh for up to 2 years. Rolled oats are an excellent supplement to emergency food stores because they have nutritional value, can be stored for long periods of time, and offer psychological comfort during uncertain times. By having this versatile pantry staple on hand, you will always be ready for any situation that may arise while enjoying the comforting embrace of a familiar and wholesome nourishment. And the final item on our list is at number 10, powdered milk. Its long shelf life helps in choosing it during emergencies as a great option for long-term storage. Powdered milk can last for several years while keeping it stored in a cool, dry place in a properly airtight container. This means you do not miss dairy nutrition even when there is no fresh milk available for you. In addition to its nutritional value and storage ability, powdered milk plays a crucial role in providing essential nutrients. From making creamy soups, puddings, and baked goods, or just mixing it with milk, powdered milk brings an old-fashioned dairy flavor that can boost morale and offer nourishment when other options are few. Powdered milk is versatile in emergency food preparations as a means of incorporating dairy into various recipes conveniently without requiring refrigeration. A valuable asset for every emergency food supply kit, as the uses of powdered milk are virtually limitless, from creamy sauces to nutritious smoothies. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe for more knowledge about emergency readiness and sustainable ways of life. And be sure to like this video and add a comment and let me know which item you found most useful. We should take precautionary measures that save us through whatever uncertainties lies ahead. A journey starts with a single step. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, be safe and ready and be resilient.